My name's Brandon Clyde. I'm your solar special expert. And today we're going to find out one thing. Does solar actually make sense for your home? Not for your neighbor, not for everyone, but for you. No hype, just the numbers. Then you decide. Unless you're planning on living on candles, your electric bill is not going away. But how much you pay for power can change today. And you're going to need power and electricity either way. And I'm going to go over exactly how this all works. And at the very end, after your proposal, your numbers, and everything, we're going to ask you a simple question. Can you trust us to power your home? At the end of the day, if you can't trust the company that provides your power, then there's no point going moving forward. I mean, you're already paying for power every month, every summer, every winter, year after year. And when utility rates change, so does your bill. And it's not your fault. You didn't choose the system. You bought this home, you need electricity, and the utility provided. It was simple as that. And every month you paid whatever the rate happened to be. And it's not about using less energy. You still need air conditioning, heating, lights, appliances, electronics. Your home needs electricity, no question about it. The question is where it comes from. And we're all familiar with the traditional electricity model. You produces power from the utility company. We use the power, then we send the bill to us and we pay it. And you pay for power forever. And this what leads us to shift number one. Stop thinking monthly. Start thinking long term. The question isn't only what is my bill today? It's what could I pay for electricity over the next 20 to 30 years? Small payments today can become very large numbers over the decades. And when you stop being like most homeowners who think about electricity 1 month at a time, where it's 180 this month, 230 next month, and 300 during the summer, but add those payments together 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, the numbers change completely. Monthly bills keep changing, times keeps moving forward, and those payments keep adding up. And now we bring us to shift number two. Stop asking how much does solar cost? Because start asking, what will I spend on electricity if I don't change anything? Because you're already buying energy. The real comparison is energy versus energy. Either way, your home needs electricity. The choice is where what that energy comes from. And millions of homes and businesses have already gone solar. Solar isn't an experiment anymore. Homes, businesses, schools, warehouses, government buildings, entire communities. Technology is already here. Solar has become a major part of America's energy system. And you might be asking yourself, why? Why are more homeowners looking at energy differently? Well, homes nowadays use more technology. Smart homes, electric vehicles are growing everywhere. Everybody has a Tesla. Everyone has an EV truck or some type of truck that actually powers by battery because the battery technology is improving and therefore electricity demand is increasing. Solar technology keeps on advancing. Energy is becoming a bigger part of the home. And the best part is your roof may be one of the home's most unused assets. There's over 130 million homes today in the US, but only 90 million are even qualified to even go solar. Every day, sunlight hits your roof. Solar allows your home to convert some of the sunlight into usable energy, produce power where you use it. And this brings us to shift number three. Stop thinking about solar just as panels. Think of home energy system. The real goal is producing power, managing your power, and reducing the dependence on the grid. Introducing a different way to power your home. Professionally designed a system built around your house, your roof, your electric usage, and your goals. But you're probably wondering, how do you know if solar makes sense? We don't just start with panels, we start with your home. And with your home, we see your numbers, your current electric usage, utility rates, roof and sun exposure, estimated solar production, system costs, and long term comparison. And for doing this for years, we know that solar should fit your home. No two homes are the same. No two solar plans should be either. From home A to home B, both of them have different roofs, different exposure, different usage, and different plans. And you're probably wondering, am I still going to have a bill? Solar doesn't make the grid disappear. Depending on your system and your utility, you may be remain connected to the utility company. And you may still receive a small connection fee. And you may still purchase still electricity if you use more energy than you're supposed to than your system size. So the goal isn't magic. The goal is better energy economics. And one of the biggest myths we hear, solar costs too much compared to what? Well, you got one investment, which is solar, or you have an ongoing payment with a utility company over time, the next 10, 20, 30 years that you'll never stop paying for till the day you die. And how long do you need to live there for your source to make sense? There isn't one magic number. It depends on your numbers. It can be anywhere from 3, 5, 7, or 10 years. Now, for 7.5 years, if your power bill is $2,400 a year and your system cost was $18,000, that's 7.5 year payoff period. So know your break even timeline. And what if I sell my home? Well, that's the best part about it. According to Fannie Mae, Zillow, and Freddie Mac, your home will sell faster and for more. We just have to look at the ownership structure of where you're at of owning your system, whether you have a solar agreement or if you paid out cash of your system when you're actually paying your home, your solar system off. And from there, we check your remaining balance and we transfer the payment to the new owners or we pay it off at the close of the home. So we understand the exit before you enter. Okay, Brandon, this sounds great and all, but what could this look like in real numbers? So we take a client that has a $220 power bill. Well, the next 25 years, they're going to be paying $92,000. And we'll break this down here in a little bit. On the right hand side, we have a $185 power solar payment, and they're going to be paying $55,000 over the time of the next 25 years. And the potential difference is $36,000 plus the added equity into the home. Imagine this. Imagine gas was $1 a gallon a day, and you actually stocked up on 25 years of gasoline that lasts for 25 years, and you bury it in your backyard, and you pump your car up, and you don't have to pay $4 or $5 a gallon. Wouldn't that put you in a better situation than you are today at paying these high gas prices? Well, that's exactly what solar is behind this idea of actually storing your energy. Now, we have to look at the accelerated timelines from today to the next 25 years of what your rates will be. Today, 220 in 5 years, it's going to be 269 in 10 years, 328 in 15 years, it's going to be doubled 20 years, 488, and then 25 years, 595. That's just based on a 4% inflation, but we've seen inflations anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30% inflations all across the board in the United States. Instead, we put you into a vehicle and a path where your solar payment stays exactly the same until you pay it off and you don't owe anybody anything. And that's not all. What does 30 years of electricity actually cost? Starting at $220 a month, over the next 10 years, you'll be paying $32,000. In 20 years, $79,000. 30 years, $148,000. That's just not a bill anymore. That's a six-figure energy expense. And here's a customer that wasn't looking for solar. Just like you, I'm sure. You didn't wake up this morning and asking yourself, can I get the solar guy to come over to my house to sell me some solar? I'm sure you didn't. We were just tired of watching our electric bill change and wondering what it would cost us over the next years ahead. At first, I thought solar would just mean adding another payment. What changed my mind was seeing the numbers side by side, instead asking us to buy solar. They showed us what we're already spending on electricity and compared with what we're producing of some of our own power and what could it look like. That made the decision much easier to understand. For us, it wasn't really about solar panels. It was about taking control over what we spend over power on our home, the Johnson family. They didn't start wanting solar. They started wanting a better way to build energy. And during this presentation, this is only for you if you own your home, you pay an electric bill, your roof receives good sunlight, you're planning on staying in the home, and you want to control over your energy costs, and you want to see if solar makes financial sense. And this is not for you if your roof is heavily shaded, if your roof needs replacement, your energy usage is very low, you're moving soon, your economics simply don't work, and you're probably renting. So that does not work for us. Those numbers should make sense and make the decision for us at the end of the day. And if you haven't realized the transformation, we're going to take you from a utility only customer to home energy producer, from a monthly bill thinking to long term energy planning, from unused roof to productive home asset. So, what's the next step? First, let's find out if your home makes sense. With your home energy plan, by checking your utility usage and your roof valuation, solar design, system production, equipment selection, and final comparison and installation strategy, build around your home. And when we have everything we need, we have a complete home energy system from your solar panels, your inverter, your mounting equipment, engineering, permitting, installation, monitoring, warranty coverage, and support. A one complete system. Because solar isn't just about putting panels on your roof. The real question, does it create a better long-term energy position for your home? That is the analysis that we should answer. where you now have your custom solar plan, where you see your system size, estimated production, system price, where we compare estimated monthly payment versus current average electric bill. And then we compare. Or you have other options where you could option one, you purchase a system directly outright. Two, you could finance a system. Or three, you can continue purchasing electricity from the utility company. But at the end of the day, there's only two energy paths, the utility company or the solar system. Which path makes sense for you and your home? And when you finally decide that solar actually is a good thing for your home, what happens next after solar turns on? Your panels produce electricity, your home uses energy, your monitoring tracks the production of your system, and the grid supplies additional power when you need it. The solar works with the grid no matter what. And if the numbers make sense, then we build it from engineering to permitting to equipment to installation to inspection to utility approval to activation, from design to power. And the best thing yet is we don't just install your system and just disappear. You should understand your monitoring, your production, your equipment, your warranties, and the customer support options. The system should make sense before and after the installation. And unfortunately, the very small percentage of 1% does nothing and they still are making a decision. They're waiting another year of utility bills, another 5 years of electricity costs, another 10 years of energy payments, another decade of possible rate changes. The question isn't, should I spend money on energy? You already will. The question is, energy path do you want to pay for? The utility company or solar to powering your home? As mentioned in the entire presentation, you're going to need electricity either way. But by everything we've said so far, can you trust us to power your home?